What is good, everybody? It is Spill here, and in this video we'll be going over how cap breakers, badge perks, and badge elevators work in NBA 2K25. I know there's been a lot of confusion about how certain badge perks work and what can and can't raise your maximum potential, so I just wanted to cover those things in this quick video to give you a better idea of how it all works. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get right into it. First, let's start with the cap breakers. The definition in the courtside report says that we saw community feedback that players wanted a way to not only increase attribute ratings above their max potential caps set at build creation, but also have those ratings contribute towards animation, badge, and takeover attribute requirements. That's exactly what cap breakers do. Now, once you hit starter 3 rep, you'll unlock your first 5 individual cap breakers in which you can apply to your build's attributes wherever you please. But there are a few rules that keep the balance for these cap breakers. The first rule is that you can only use up to 5 cap breakers on any single attribute. The second rule, and this is the rule where a lot of people get confused, is that you can only use a cap breaker on an attribute up to its max potential rating allowed by your build's height, weight, and wingspan, which is shown in the My Player builder while allocating your attribute potential. So when you get to this build screen right here, these are the numbers that you cannot go past on your cap breakers. So if I set my ball handle on this build to an 86, I could use 5 of my cap breakers to get to a 91 ball handle, which is the max at 6'7", and I cannot go past that. So if I had an 87 ball handle and I used my 5 cap breakers, I would not be able to get to a 92 ball handle. But going from an 86 to a 91 with those 5 cap breakers, I would still get the badges and animations that come with it. And then the last rule says that you can't apply a cap breaker until that attribute is fully upgraded. Now, these cap breakers are interesting because as soon as we unlock them, the way we make builds will change for the rest of the year. This is because you can lower your most expensive attribute and round out the rest of your build while using cap breakers on those more expensive attributes. Another interesting thing is that when using cap breakers, attributes aren't tied together like they are in the builder, which means if you cap break a higher 3-point rating, your mid-range won't go up with it, which saves valuable attribute points when you make the initial build. So when it comes to later in the year, you can definitely expect to see some insane builds. Next, we have the badge perks, and each of these badge perks have 2 tiers for each level of badges. A lot of these are pretty straightforward, with some badge perks returning from last year, like Winner's Circle, which increases a badge progression 10% after winning games, and Scholar, which also increases badge progression by 10% in games finishing with an A- teammate grade or better. These are definitely nice to have because badge progression has been taken a little bit in 2K25, but thankfully there's no regression. And then there's the new badge perks, and these are pretty awesome. The best one in my opinion is that max +1 badge perk. Now, we spoke about cap breakers not allowing you to go past your max potential allowed in the build screen, but the max +1 badge perk does allow you to go past your max badge potential. The max +1 says boost a badge 1 level above its max potential. You must progress a badge to its max potential before equipping this perk. These are unlocked at level 15 and level 30 in each season. At the end of the season, your badges equipped with a max +1 will revert to the original level, and then basically you'll have to earn them again in the next season. These max +1 badge perks are an absolute game changer, and the best part is that you get 1 for each badge tier. So when making your builds, try to find a height with good badge tiers to help you maximize this perk. For example, Shifty Shooter is mostly a tier 1 badge across all heights, but at 6'10 and up, it's tier 2, allowing you to best utilize that tier 2 max +1. A great tool to check the tiers between heights is our badge tier unlocks tool at NBA2KLab.com. This tool tells you every badge tier for every height, and then don't forget to check out all the other free tools NBA 2K Lab has to help you make builds. Now, something I've been doing to maximize my builds is to target a Hall of Fame threshold to eventually use my max +1 to get it to legend. This saves you valuable attribute points and allows you to round out your build while still getting your desired badge level. Just make sure you get the correct threshold for animations and the other badges that you want. Now, the last perk, which is a nice addition, is the Synergy perk. This allows you to essentially steal badge progression from someone else on your team that uses that same badge a lot during the games. For example, I play a lot with Koza, and he utilizes the Shifty Shooter badge pretty frequently. So when I play with him, I set my Synergy perk to Shifty Shooter so I can also gain progression from Koza using that same badge. Lastly, we have the badge elevators, and these are pretty simple and useful in the sense that they are basically just floor setters from NBA 2K24, except this year they work just slightly different. The courtside report says that badge elevators can permanently boost an individual badge of your choice up to 3 levels within its max potential. For example, if your badge is currently at bronze but has a max potential of legend, it can immediately be boosted up to 3 levels from bronze to Hall of Fame. You can't use an elevator on a badge that's already maxed, so make sure to use them when possible to play with max badges sooner. You also have to make sure your attribute is upgraded for the necessary badge levels before applying it. Now, that is all for this video. Drop a like if you found it helpful or informative, because I know there's a lot of people confused about how each one of these new badge features work. And if you have more questions, I'll try to be answering them in the comments down below. But until next time, it's been Spill, and I'm out. Later.